girl, I don't know who she is, she's so cute. But each of the girls that are on the homecoming, I just kind of have a special tie with, I guess you could say, over the years. Kelsey, she was last year. I don't know that the parents, most of you probably know that I did retire this year, and part of the reason was my hearing. And so Kelsey would always be nice enough to have her in class. If somebody was in the back saying something that I couldn't hear, she would stay after class sometimes and she'd go, Miss Clausen, so-and-so were saying this, and this person was saying this. So I really appreciate that. You know, I could talk about homecoming here because, as you know, I grew up on the same street that I'm living on, only like 7 houses down. But homecoming, when I was in school, it was always so exciting, just like it is now. And in the process of doing some research, we had a list of the homecoming queens. And homecoming started in 1960. Now, Tuckerman was a school a long time before that, 1913. And I never really did, well, I called Coach Gilbert to ask him. I said, why did we not have homecoming before 1960? And he said, well, I don't really remember. I just remember, you know, he goes into a big, I said, okay, bye. But basically what he said was the business teacher in 1960 decided, I guess other schools had homecoming and decided to get it started here. So it wasn't student council like it is now. And so in 1960 they had the first homecoming queen, which, by the way, I'll just have to throw this in because you guys that have in-laws know it was my mother-in-law. She was the first homecoming queen at Tuckerman. But homecoming was a really big deal for many years and still is. It's undergone some changes over the years. And as far back as I can remember, when I was in school, Miss Crawford, you know, who was my mentor and a special person to me, she was our cheerleading sponsor. The student council did homecoming, okay, just like they do now. And then when she was finished with student council or roped somebody else into taking it, I think it was Miss Providence, and she did student council and homecoming. And then I did student council and homecoming. Melanie, I think maybe when y'all were in school, I was doing it. And then Miss Riley and now Miss Tidwell. And so I want to tell you, it's a very big, you know, shoes to fill to do homecoming. I mean, I can tell you this, Miss Tidwell is a very energetic person, but I promise you, she's just looking forward tonight to go lay down and rest. Is that right, Miss Tidwell? Okay? Because the week, not only getting, you know, the halls ready, which used to in the past, Melanie and Jennifer, when y'all were in school, we just decorated a door. Do y'all remember that? I don't know that wasn't a lot easier because, you know, you just had that, you didn't have to do a whole hall, just a door. And so we would have a competition on who had, you know, the coolest door. But it's always been exciting. I think when I was a kid, I can remember back that far, I think there were only 5 on the homecoming court. There was the queen, the senior maid, the maid of honor, and then 1 junior and 1 sophomore. So there was only 5 on the court. And when I was the student council sponsor, I just talked to Coach Gilbert. I said, I think I need more people. You know, there's only 5. I said, well, you know, and he doesn't like you to bug him about stuff. So we just kind of increased it to having 2 maids from each class, and so now we have 7. Also, and I think about 92, we decided that, I think we had been in a game somewhere, I was the cheerleading sponsor, where they announced the queen. You didn't know the queen until that day. And so that's how that got started. We just decided, you know, back in the day, Jennifer, we just knew who the queen was going to be. But that night, I think it was in 1992, there were 3 girls, and you didn't know until that night. I don't think they even announced it at the homecoming assembly. And so that's kind of how that got started. So Coach Gilbert always says, well, we need to have something written down. You know, you need to, so, you know, when new people come in, they will kind of know what to do, which was totally contrary to what he told me when I came here and took the cheerleaders. I said, I've got to get a cheerleader constitution. He said, oh, don't write any rules down. He said, if you write rules down, you're going to have to go by them. He said, the first thing that's going to happen is the person that you really need that night's going to mess up, and you're going to have to not let them perform. But anyway, homecoming is special. Now we do the walls and have the contest between the classes on, you know, who decorates the best wall. But I'm telling you, the students that are involved in it and your sponsors that work on it, it is a tremendous amount of work. And you take Ms. Tidwell, she does her regular class stuff, plus the homecoming. You guys should appreciate her and the good job that she does. And I think she does an excellent job. But today, I just hope that you guys have good memories of what the day was like. You'll look back and you know, maybe you won't remember everything, but maybe you'll just remember little glimpses of the day and how special it was to you. One thing I told Ms. Tidwell I was going to say, she probably doesn't want me to say it because I don't want to give you any ideas, but back in the 90s, 80s and 90s, I don't know about 80s, but 90s, we had a homecoming dance right after the homecoming. So if the sponsor wasn't comatose by 9 o'clock, by midnight, they were. So anyway, I don't know if you guys would ever want to do that. We just usually had it like half of the gym floor, and you know, couldn't wear your shoes out there. But anyway, and this year's going to be even more special because we're going to have the opening at the gym, and Mr. Shannon, I think, has done a wonderful job. Not that I've got to sneak in. You know, I mean, I kind of have rolled around out there a little bit and seen, and it looks like it's going to be really cool. And I think all people in Tuckerman are going to be proud, and I think that you're going to be excited and proud to have homecoming there tonight to sort of re-inaugurate the Tuckerman Gym. And so I appreciate you guys asking me to be here, and let's just have a real special day.